knew it was going to be really hard, and of course it has been, and I'm trying to temper my impatience to just like get better and my disappointment when I don't with just the idea that there's a lot that I can learn, so I need to just make sure that I'm setting goals for myself every day and trying to tick those boxes and just finding little ways to improve every single day.
I'm so cracked.
You can argue like it's the underdog story, but I just think like it demonstrates like, you know, we're doing the best with what we can. I mean, we're not a big budget team, but we do a lot with what we have.
Gord was honking, and like you said earlier, I felt like I was doing something wrong every time.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was honking about.
I think it was just a way to like motivate you.
I think he's just bored in the car.
I don't blame him.
Just full grunt. Unhinge that jog, go full Neanderthal mode. Don't stop.
I really think that you can blast though, you can pedal through those turns, but you guys gotta nut up and know that you're probably not gonna crash.
Just do the turns.
We've come here with the intention not just to participate, we want to actually try and animate as much as we can and make our presence known in the sense that we're here to try and like compete.
How did it feel?
Bad.
How did it feel for you?
Bad.
Bad?
Yeah.
Is it bad for everybody?
Yeah, I think so.
And we're working with, I don't want to say ragtag team because I think it is an incredibly professional team, but again, we show up to the race and we're the only team without like a team van or a team bus and stuff, so I think we're doing really well with what we have, and you come over here and you're just trying to like make it work based on the fact that like you don't have the same infrastructure because you're based in the US. So my name is Sam Boardman. I race for Project Echelon Racing. I came to the team largely because I think its mission to work with the veteran community and educate, equip, and empower the veteran community is an excellent cause, and I'm excited to contribute to a program that is predicated on work with a nonprofit that helps empower marginalized voices within a community that needs to have a voice within the United States. So Project Echelon originally started as a nonprofit program founded by Eric Hill and one of his friends who was a veteran. And the idea was he wanted to try and create a nonprofit organization that raised money for veteran athletes and community members who are trying to find an emotional and athletic outlet to help better themselves. So it was imperative for me to be part of a team who has a goal bigger than itself.
I think you guys are taking your little bites at this peloton, at this Euro peloton. You're finding your feet, and I'm going to push you guys all week to take those bigger steps. That you guys are grown-ass men. You're going to be racing against a bunch of boys. Okay, they're on fancier teams, but you guys are more than respectable, and you should be fighting for a little bit higher on the hierarchy. And so I'll be challenging you guys to do that. Sharpen your elbows, learn some curse words or whatever, and stick up for yourselves a little bit more than what I've seen on. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Gord. You get the trainer working, Billy?
Yeah. Good night.
Get the fuck out!
But then all my other gels are 25.
Is that not sticking?
All right, I'll take a 160 and a Red Bull. Fuck it.
Yeah.
The first race I ever did was a local race, you know, out in San Diego area where I ended up living after college. But I remember coming back from that race weekend just, I mean, overjoyed and excited because it was just something so totally new and thrilling to be able to like race high speeds. And I remember calling my parents, and it just ended up clicking perfectly. And so I remember calling them and saying, like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it work, but I want cycling to be like my life.
We got Tyler Stites there still for the Project Echelon team. It looks like Tyler Stites still has got the power there. Tyler Stites, the American of Project Echelon, is he going to bring home the win for the American team? It's still a little bit towards the finish line. He might have sprinted a little bit too early. He did, and now it's horsepower, Danish dynamite, and it looks like 3 out of 3 there for Mess Peterson.
All right. Wow, good job. Great job to everybody. Obviously Tyler for an amazing performance, but there was a lot of amazing performances today.
I want to figure out how to parlay whatever skills I can accrue in school into cycling, mesh the two, whatever I need to do to make bikes my everything. And that's kind of just how it started. And granted, again, I think there are expectations, obviously, for what competing means, and while I think we would obviously love to try and like pursue as close to win as possible, I still think like top 10s in these stages are really excellent, and I really want to affirm that those are results that are, I think, worth writing home about, because I think based on who we are and based on what we're doing and based on the fact that Valencia, I think for most people, was the biggest race that they'd ever done in terms of the caliber of the field, like what we were able to do and what Tyler, for example, was able to do. It demonstrates that we mean business, or at least like we want to be here.
Les Alpes de Haute-Provence, le Vaucluse, avant de revenir dans les Alpes de Haute-Provence, du côté de Manos, 165 km, et déjà Lilian, une nouvelle équipe.
It's nice and sunny and blue skies. Best weather you could ever imagine.
Between Mallorca and Valencia, the 2 races prior to this program, we were in the breakaway 4 out of 5 days in Mallorca. We won an intermediate points competition there. We had a top 10 with Scott McGill at Trofeo Palma and a top 25 at the same race with Cade Bickmore. Tyler had 3 top 10s. What the team has achieved has been really excellent. The races in America are typically smaller scale, I would say, relative to the races in Europe. I think the biggest difference is just the courses. In Europe, I mean, we're racing on roads that are just like a goat path or something like that. It's like no wider than a golf cart could go through or something like that. And so the courses are just extremely dynamic. They're extremely difficult because there's a lot more, I think, local support, and there's a lot more history in the sport here that allows the races to continue on. And I think that's what's been really cool.
I mean, there's like, obviously the part of me is like, oh, I just want to like keep trying and keep the momentum going, but it's definitely time to go home and recuperate a little bit.
Mallorca, Valenciana, and here in Provence, it was yeah, really good block of racing.
The results that the team got, that Tyler got over the last 3 weeks, and that Scott got between the top 10s that they've accrued over the course of Mallorca, Valencia, and here, that's really, really, really good. I mean, I would count that as a success for the team. So I think we can walk away really proud of that.
Project Echelon, look for all these lessons we learned in Europe to be applied in USA this summer.
It's really hard. Like, I would like to, just be able to jump in and be fluid and nimble and savvy, but again, it's part of the learning experience, and I think that's what's been really fun about the process, is trying to like start again at ground zero, being a total noob, and then learning how to be proficient again in a competitive setting. That's completely novel.
Stuff as much sugar in your mouth as possible.
What's your favorite form of sugar?
Cereals.
What's your favorite cereal?
Dino Bites.
Do they have Dino Bites in Europe yet? Have we found them?
All the cereal in Europe is trash.
That is
don't
true.
put enough sugar.
That is true. America does cereal. One of the best.
We do cereal
best
so
in America.